what's poppin'? This your boy Ink in the Brain. We back at it like a bad habit. Salute to everybody who's tuning in. Man, this blew my mind, man. I seen this last night, man. So, your boy King Von, the infamous King Von out of Chicago, who got all these bodies, you know what I'm saying, who's a documented killer. Some even call him a serial killer. Footage just dropped of him, in jail. And he basically checking into protective custody, man. He basically checking PC, man. And he says some weird stuff. You know what I mean? Besides that, he says some real weird stuff too. So, yeah, man. So we gonna check out the clip, and I'm gonna come back with my commentary and give y'all my thoughts. So here we go.
What's Ackerman doing?
Bro, could you please get my picture from that man?
Where's the plumber at? In there?
This is the only thing I've been on with us. Got a problem, they supposed to be a Christian, but they got a problem with gay people. How you gonna be Christian?
So because of your sexual orientation, you're requesting protective custody, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I get along with, the straight people, they got a problem with all the others. They got a problem with me. I don't never start them.
Alright. I'm not mad at you.
That bitch got a picture. I'm trying to take my picture from my sister. Bye, little Josh. I'm gonna fuck you too.
Which one? Oh, handcuff him and get his ID so we can take him downstairs to start the PC process. Behind the back, you can pat him down too.
What you got? You talk to my sister? You talk to my sister? Tell her I say I love her. Tell her I'm probably gonna go to PC. Tell her I'm gonna go to PC probably. What's that? I'm dead. Leave off. They trying to let me suck their dick. Y'all got room over there?
What stuff is that?
Y'all got room over there?
How do you know
That guy
that?
just gave it to me from my pretenders like that's his stuff.
Are these your pictures?
Yeah, that's my picture.
Okay, well, we're not
These
going
better be on my
to
pictures, bitch.
Leave it up in the interlock or whatever.
You got my shower shoes?
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
We'll hold on to your photos up here. If your PC ends up going through, are you listening to me? Or you don't care about your photos? Which one?
I care about it.
Okay, we're gonna leave them up here, and if your PC ends up going through, when you pack up your stuff, we'll include the photos with your property, okay? Grab your book. Huh?
You going back? Okay.
I don't know if they gonna put me over there.
Come on. Yeah, I got you. I'll get them to you.
Are we just taking the other guys here for right now?
So this is crazy for a few reasons, right? I'm just gonna give y'all my reaction to the video, right? Number one, with Von's reputation of being such a notorious killer in Chicago, he beat a double murder. He supposedly got way more bodies, you know what I mean? And he's on these records talking about it. For him to have this reputation is very surprising. Von ain't no newbie to this, right? I mean, he's been in that jail a lot, the majority of his life from what he says. So he knows better. When it comes to protective custody, and I've touched on this in previous videos of my own, protective custody is there to protect the weirdos, the chomos, the child predators, the real scum of society. You know what I mean? Because they can't hit a general population yard. So they have to have a yard where they go to where all the transsexuals go and all that. You know what I'm saying? So that way they're not a liability on the state. Because if someone PCs up, well, it goes both ways. If someone PCs up and then somehow they revert back to a general population yard and they're a gay member, they gonna get X'd out. You know what I mean? You can't walk a GP yard. So that's you can't do it. And then once you go PC, you gotta stay PC. You can't come back to general population. If you're over there, you gotta stay over there. When I got locked up, if you're new to my channel, by the way, I did 2 years in prison, right? Unfortunately, but when they first book you in the county, they ask you, do you feel your life is in danger? Do you need protective custody? I'm like, nah, hell no, my life ain't in danger. Hell no, I don't need no PC. But the average person who's scared might just be like, oh yeah, put me in PC. Because they're scared to go to prison and they don't want to be around the killers, the kidnappers, you know what I mean? So they kind of get scared and get a little nervous and just check in a PC thinking that it's going to be all peaches and cream PC. But I'm here to tell y'all, man, I've never been to PC, man, but I can only speak for myself. I don't want to do time around no child molesters, no rapists, no disrespect to the LGBTQ community, but I prefer not to be around gay people if I, you know what I mean? I don't have a problem, but I just, I don't want to, because the thing is when you in jail and you're in prison, you got to take showers around people and all this shit, and you know what I mean? And you get strip searched and shit like that, so I don't want no gay people around me looking at me. That's just how I feel, right? But yeah, man, so for King Von to request for PC is crazy. So here's the bottom line, right? Because I don't want to drag this video on too long, right? When you sign up for gangbang like King Von did, and you get booked into the county like King Von did, you gotta accept the consequences that come with it. It's like a wide known fact in the prison world, bro. When you hit a cell block and you got hella enemies and you got your ops, as they call it, right? You got a lot of ops in the cell block. You can't tell the police, hey, I feel uncomfortable, man. I'm scared for my life. Can you put me in another pod? Like, you can't do that. That's going out bad. What you gotta do. And this is the rough part about prison, guy. If you don't like what I'm telling you and you out here committing crimes and you think you hard, well, this is what you got coming to you, bruh. The prison is no joke. The rules are completely different. It's a completely different world. So if you gangbanging and they happen to move you to another yard, another cell block, another unit, and your ops is in there, you cannot check in the PC. What you have to do, if you want to get off the yard or get out of the unit, you got to take off on somebody. You got to hurt somebody. Or you got to take off on a CO. You got to punch a CO on the face or something like that to get you moved. That's how that's the gangster way of moving. You can't just be like, oh yeah, like King Von said, these guys are Christians and they have a problem with gay people, my sexuality and shit. I'm like, bro, another reason why that's crazy to me, right, is because, Von, you didn't have to say that gay shit. You didn't have to say, oh, I'm gay, and then he blowing kisses to his eye. Like, that shit is kind of extra. I mean, not kind of, it's hella extra. I personally don't think King Von is gay, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But I think he was kind of putting it on thick to the COs to help get him out the cell block. I don't know why he said that gay, because he could have just said, hey, I'm scared for my life. I got enemies in this pod. But he could have just said that. And even that wouldn't have been tolerated, or even that wouldn't be acceptable. You know what I mean? But it's just crazy, man. It just goes to show, and I'm gonna really leave out with this. It goes to show you that everybody is human, man. Even the hardest people, the hardest of people, the people who got bodies, they still want to preserve their life if they can, right? That's why prison is such a tough environment, because you're really forced to do something that you don't want to do a lot of times, especially if you're involved in a criminal lifestyle and you're a gang member and things like that, because you're held accountable by your fellow gang members and they have certain rules you have to abide by. You can't go PC, You're not supposed to do time around weirdos, chomos, and rapos. You're not supposed to be messing with men. You're not supposed to be dealing with trannies and getting your dick sucked by men. You're not supposed to be doing none of that, right? So, yeah, man. So, in my opinion, this is crazy. King Von went out bad. I guess maybe I got caught up in the hype around him and how many bodies he got. But then again, I've met people who caught bodies that are locked up in prison that aren't hard. You know, you could get caught up in a situation where you kill somebody, and that doesn't mean you a killer necessarily. It just means you kill somebody. You know what I mean? But for King Von to be to boast about his bodies and be this super game banged out person, dissing your ops and all this shit, and then when you get into some funk and you get transferred to another unit where your ops is at, and you check in, that says a lot to me about his character. But I'm not gonna call him a sucker or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I try to be very careful with the words that I use when I tell my prison experience stories and things like that, because, like I said, everybody's human. I'm not no gangster myself. I'm lucky to get into prison, do my 2 years. I was on a high 3-yard, did time with real members. I could have checked in and went to a weirdo yard, but why? Like, even me not being a gang member or nothing like that, why would I want to go do time around wapos, weirdos, chomos, and you know what I'm saying? People who told on their co-defendant, people like that, right? So, even though I don't really give a fuck about that, because that's not none of my business, but I prefer to just surround myself with people who, like if you need to do time around people, you want to know who you're dealing with. And when you go to PC, you don't know who you're dealing with. You may be dealing with somebody who raped his son and killed another kid, and you know what I mean? You don't want to take that route, man. So that's why it's not respected going to PC. You cannot check into PC. That is completely out. But I'll leave that right there, man. But if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let this be a lesson to y'all youngsters, man. Stay out of prison, because you're going to get in a position where you might want to check in, but you can't do it because of the circumstances that you chose. So, yeah, man, y'all be easy. I'll catch y'all.